Hi, welcome to my March Muffin Top Madness Challenge. It's our fitness challenge for the month of March in 2020. So let's get started. We're going to start with Sunday, the first day of the month, and work through till Saturday. And I'm just going to demonstrate every exercise for about 30 seconds, and then you can follow the calendar for instructions on how you're supposed to work through it to the end of the month. Okay? All right, we're going to start with mountain cross climbers. And those are hands here, and you're in a plank, and you cross your knee to your elbow like this. And you can go slow like this, or you can go nice and quick. The idea is to pull the belly in tight and engage the obliques and the transverse abdominals, the sides of your waist, and they wrap around to the front of your belly-ish, say. You want to make sure that you stay, your shoulders stay over your wrists. Now we line our back for leg drops. Now you can modify this. Leg drops are with two legs going down like this, but you can do one leg at a time if you need to, just like that. Okay? Now what you do with your head is up to you. I have my hands behind my head, and my head is up. You can keep your head down. You can put your hands under your hips like this if you need support for your back. You can move your arms up and down if you want. You can add weight if you want to. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. Your legs do not have to be perfectly straight. And if you have any sort of issues and you need to modify further than one leg, you just bend the legs. On Tuesdays or Mondays, we do spider planks. Now, spider planks are similar to the cross climber in the sense that you start in a plank, but you bring the knee wide. So in the cross climber, we would bring the knee across. Now we're going to bring the knee wide. Again, you go at the pace that works for you. So you could do it really slow, or you could do it faster. The key is to bring that knee up as close to the elbow as you can, maintaining a pretty flat back. So you can always modify this if you need to on your knees, and just bring your knee out to the side by like this, or you can stand, and I'll show you that in 1 second. You can stand up and you can bring the knee to the elbow to modify as well. Our second exercise are roll-ups with twist. So you roll up and then you twist to the sides, and then you roll back down. Use the exhale to help you come up. Notice I'm sitting pretty tall when I come up. You want to really complete that roll up and sit nice and tall. Good. Tuesdays, side V up crunches. So you go on your side, you roll back to your butt, not on your hip bone, and you lift these legs up and down. Now you can bring the knees in as more of a crunch. That's what the crunch is. But if you're having trouble doing this, you can do the top leg. So we're going to bring it in. If you're finding that it's painful because you're rubbing on your hip bone, you just remember to roll back on your cheek. It's on your butt cheek, not your hip. Let's do the other side. So again, to modify it, you would bring the one knee in just like this. Otherwise, it's two in just like this. Again, just be careful, you're not on the hip bone. Roll back onto the cheek. Good. Okay, the next is plank hip drops. Okay, so you go into a plank position, and what you do is you just drop your hip to the side, go back to center, drop your hip to the other side, and you just kind of keep going back and forth. You need to continue to tuck your toes under, so it's kind of like, I don't know, you just keep tucking them under so that you can maintain this position. And you just keep lifting and dropping the hips to the sides. Okay, so we move on to Wednesdays where we do plank tap outs. So you get back into a plank and you just tap your toes out to the side. Now, if you need to make it a little less challenging, still very challenging, you can come up here and do it. This, though, is just a little less challenging for the core because you've got more leverage. If you need to modify, you can go on your knee and tap out and just switch and tap out. Again, try and stay flat. Then you flip over and you do flutter kicks. And flutter kicks are just here, and you go as low as you can. So if you need to come up here more and do them up here to start, that's fine. If you need to put your hands underneath your hips, that's fine. But you want to try here. Again, I like to lift my head up. I don't know, it just feels a little more challenging to me and slightly more comfortable. I don't know why, really, but I like to do this. You can always, flutter your arms, make it more crazy looking or more interesting. If you reach your arms over your head, by the way, it does increase the challenge a little bit. So you might want to think about that, but certainly don't strain your neck. Okay, moving on to Thursdays, alternating leg roll-ups. So we roll up like we do with the twist, but this time our leg comes up and we just alternate moving our leg up. Again, you want to use that exhale to get you up. And then we do a side plank crunch. So this can be modified. So what a side plank crunch is, you're in this side plank and you're bringing the knee in like this. So the top leg comes up. Now, how do we modify? You go on your knee and you bring it in like this. Okay, so that's how you would modify. So bringing it in just like this. So if you struggle to hold a side plank as it is, this just might be a little too overwhelming and you might not be able to get anything out of it because you're too busy trying to keep yourself up. So I would suggest modifying. So I'll take you through that modification again. So if you're modifying, you're going on the knee here and you're bringing that top knee towards the elbow just like that. So if you're not going to modify, you're going to bring it in like this. Whoa. And Fridays, reverse crunch and Russian twist. So we're already at Friday. The reverse crunch is here, and you're lifting your lower body up, but not with momentum. I'm engaging my abs and pulling my belly in, and that causes me to be able to lift my butt off the ground. Again, arms can be above your head, they can be by your side, they can be behind your head. You can lift your head up here, that's fine. I don't want this to become a double crunch where you're moving your upper body. So if you can hold it and stay still, that's fine, just like this. But don't move your upper body up and down, okay? Next, we have the Russian twist, which is an exercise you probably know. So you're gonna lean back and twist. So, do you bring your feet up? Excellent question. That's really up to you. Honestly, it's rare that I bring my feet up for a Russian twist because I like to lean back more. If I bring my legs up, I am increasing the challenge to my core a little bit, but I feel like my range of motion isn't as good. So it's up to you. I feel like I can get much deeper into my waist when I don't, but if you want to try it, that's fine. There's really it's up to you. And then we're all the way finally at Saturday, side plank dips. So again, we go back to that side plank, and we dip down and up, and of course you would modify with the knee down just like this. Now certainly if you have a shoulder issue, you could go into leg lifts, which are these, or the top leg lifting at all, or just by itself, because that way you're off your shoulder, and the pressure's off your shoulder. So that's up to you. And other side. Again, you can put that knee down to modify, or you can go on your side and lift those legs up and down for leg lifts instead, to take the pressure off of your shoulder. So you'll see when you see the calendar, you're only, I've set it up so that you do each exercise 1 minute a day, so it's 2 minutes a day, the entire month of March. Now you can decide to make this your own, and you can change that time, make it longer, shorter, whatever works for you. You can do 3 rounds of each exercise, or you can take the whole week and do the whole thing as an ab, like a couple minute ab, like a 10-minute ab finisher or something. So that's the circuit for the March Muffin Top Madness. Do these every single day for 2 minutes, and I'm not promising that your muffin top will disappear in the month, but you will feel tighter and a little more toned, and that is a great way to feel. So thank you so much for moving your body with me and taking this challenge. I will see you in April.